Hello, and welcome back to gaming.
Well, Matt, greetings, Redgar.
We join Cyrodiil on Mondas at 9:53 a.m. here in Coral, Mage's Guild.
What's new with you? I ran into some goblins in the woods not long ago.
That's never
Nasty
happened
little
before.
beasts.
I suppose we should all be worried.
And everyone is talking
Smelling little
at
brutes.
once.
The Elder Council will take care of things.
It's a very
Sooner or
Oblivion
later.
thing.
Damn.
Hard
to complain about living in Coral.
I have, and I will talk on top of them even, but I'll duck their voices in editing so that you can hear me and not them. Incredible, right? So,
Have you heard any word about the other provinces?
How are you?
They say
Fantastic.
syndicates of wizards
Thanks for
have led a
asking.
boycott of
Great.
imperial goods in the
Farewell.
land of the Altmer.
it's actually just kind of hard for me to think
It could be a dangerous situation.
when they do all that.
Goodbye.
As you can see, we have some new clothes. I have picked Coral Mage's Guild clean. Well, you know, I've left them with some stuff, I suppose. But all the valuable stuff I've taken. And that includes a nice set of robes that were upstairs, so now we're looking monkey without looking mystic. Mystic? Mythic. Without looking mythic. And, now I suppose we find who we get the quest from in here, so we can continue.
Hi there. What is it, associate? Do you need something?
I need a recommendation.
I'm afraid I can't just write one out of hand. That would be against protocols, you see. If perhaps you can clear up a small matter involving Irana, you can prove your loyalty to the guild and earn my recommendation.
Turns out Tikius was the, Tikius was the right one to talk to. Irana.
She and I have an unpleasant history. She does not care for guild regulations and errantly believes I am misusing my powers. I have seen that she is in town. Though she has not approached me, I know she wants something. I would like you to find out what it is.
Okie dokie.
Determine what she's after and how we may be rid of her. I do not want her here spreading her lies.
So I'm going to point this out, and you're not going to be able to unsee it. But the Argonians talk, and their upper teeth move as they speak. Quite gross. Alright.
Make haste. I wish to be rid of Irana as soon as possible.
I will talk to Irana, who is apparently outside.
How are you?
Anytime now.
I found some good pauldrons at the
I think
armorer.
that's fair, actually.
I've always been happy with weapons I've bought there. The Emperor
Gross.
and his 3 sons dead right under the noses of the Imperial Guard. It's a disgrace.
I see.
Have you ever thought of joining the Fighters Guild?
I've often thought about joining the Fighters Guild. I've heard you can make a good living there.
Go on.
What's the news from the other parts of Tamriel?
They say syndicates of wizards
mind me.
have led a boycott of Imperial goods in the land of the Altmer.
It seems Somerset Isle has
I
become
shan't
a much
interrupt.
more dangerous place.
So long.
You too.
Although
Hi,
apparently
yes,
the
it's-
Do you ever
bells are going to
spend
interrupt me.
time in the
Hi,
open?
Irana.
Ah, yes. You are a guild mage, are you not? Yet different from the others. Yes, this is good. There's a small matter with which you may be able to assist. It's nothing worth involving your guild in, I assure you. Best if kept just between us, yes? So, what say you?
Yes, I'm interested.
Excellent. It's a simple task, really. All you need to do is fetch a book for me.
Just a book.
The book is entitled Fingers of the Mountain. It is of no use to you. You won't be able to read it. I, however, can and would very much like to. You'll find it at an old ruin called Cloud Top. It's north of Coral, up in the mountains. I'm afraid I don't have an exact location.
Okay.
Return it to me immediately when you have it. Make no mention of it to Tikius or anyone else in your guild. I will make it well worth your effort.
So, we are going to mention it to Tikius, even though this is probably one of the most powerful early game spells you can get, just from a mana and power standpoint. Because Fingers of the Mountain, the spell that you can get by siding with this lady, if I remember right, is a destruction spell, and we aren't going to use destruction spells. So if we help Tikius, I think we get a ring?
Greetings, Khajiit.
Maybe? 10-year-old memory.
What can I do for you?
Well, Arana wants Fingers of the Mountain.
Not only does it exist, but she knows where it is? Well, this is unacceptable. That book needs to be in the safekeeping of the guild. I trust that as a member of the guild, you would do the right thing and acquire this text before Irana does.
Yes.
Are we clear? Ignore her request. Go to this place she has described and return with the book. This is far more important than any petty squabble.
Yes, I agree, Tikius.
Should you go looking for it, I hope that it would be for the sole purpose of bringing it here.
You got it, buddy. Let's go do
Make
that.
haste. I wish to be rid of her.
It's just to be rid of Arana as I walk away.
How does the day greet you, friend?
The Fingers of the Mountain is up here in Cloud Top.
How are you?
You can exit through this gate. Andy. Oh yeah! I was just reminded, trying to get my quest journal sorted properly. We have 2 quests given to us. One is one we care about. One is not one we care about right now, but we were approached by a mysterious wood elf named Glathair in Skungrad, who asked me to meet him behind the Great Chapel at midnight tonight. He wouldn't tell me what it was about, but promised to make it worth my while. Glathair is very important to the Young Scrolls lore. I won't explain further, you know if you know. And the collector is, if I remember, here is Joran. We ran past him on our way to go and get Earth Ore. But he ended up approaching me later on while I was doing some alchemy and gave me the quest to go visit Ambicano. So now we know where Ambicano is. Anyway, on with the Mages Guild quests. Yeah, and speaking of alchemy, I decided to do a bunch of alchemy between episodes because it involved me walking around picking up ingredients, which doesn't make for good viewing. And we got our me up to 27? Where are you? Here, 38. That's a far cry from 27. So we're well on our way to Journeyman, but most importantly we can now get the first 2 properties, which means that I can actually more reasonably make health potions and so on. More often stuff has health potions. You have twice as many chances that the ingredient that you pick up also has restore health. Ooh, charred remains. And there's Fingers of the Mountain. What happens if we do try to read this? You know what? Let's try. Nothing. Literally nothing. Okay. And I found the book titled Fingers of the Mountain. I need to deliver this to either Arana at the Greymere Tavern in Coral or Tikius at the Coral Mages Guild. So, because we're not going to be doing the Arana stuff, I will let you know that if you do give it to her, she teaches you a basic shock spell, which you then use on this strange piece of white pillar, and that gives you the Fingers of the Mountain spell. We won't be obviously experiencing that part of this quest, so I thought I would just tell you instead. So Back on down we go. Oh, well, we found a cave on the way back. May as well take a look. I don't know whether it's involved in a quest or not, but who cares, right? Adventure's adventure. Immediately have bandits. Assume they're bandits. The bandit is about them.
Hello.
Hi there.
What's going on with you?
Many Argonians say they have been called back to Black Marsh. They disappear into the swamps and are never seen again.
I've heard many tales.
Hello, who's there?
Can't believe it was you that saw me.
Today you die!
So something you might notice is we're doing tremendously less damage than we were. And that's because Oblivion has this really stupid leveling system. Trying to explain things while fighting, probably shouldn't do that. Where there's basically categories and tiers to which enemies are introduced to the game. And we have recently, having hit level 5, entered the next tier of enemy. Which is a big problem, as you can see. And now the game is hard again. That's okay. Just need to be smart. So that's how you dodge. See.
Die!
We have any healing? Whoever. Yes. Those aren't gonna heal me instantly, because they're ones I've made.
Now you will know pain. This ends here.
I don't like being low on fatigue. Do we have any way to restore fatigue? Not really. Okay. Sir, if you don't mind, I would just like to get some fatigue back. Thank you.
Die!
Fight him on a hill. Mans has a steel warhammer. Oh, good. Also, who knows? This cabin might be actually quite difficult, but I do happen to know that we have passed one of those thresholds, so this is what we're dealing with. And why we're doing the Mages Guild. Because we need to get access to our superpowers as soon as possible. Ow. be asking, why aren't I using the major wound healing that we got last episode? Because I tried it out
Take that.
during my alchemy picking, and it's just not anywhere near as cost effective. Give me that. No. Okay. So we have a chance to disarm, right? And we disarmed him really early on. But I wasn't thinking about what I was doing. And could have grabbed that hammer almost immediately. And the fight would have immediately been in our favor. However, alas, that is not what happened.
Must have been the wind.
Do you have any poison? Don't think we do. Looking for green bottles. We do not.
Guess it
Oh,
was nothing.
that being said, we're not in combat, so... filters is also something I've learned. Damage. Health. Oh, we have lots to work with here. Hooray! Nightshade. And peony seeds, why not? 3 points for 11 seconds. That's quite a bit of health. That's 33 health. So we let this run out. Cast it again. Even if we don't get the sneak attack, even if he sees us, we'll get the poison off. And he's seen us. You can see his health draining. Do it again for fun. So now you can see why I've been wanting poison for a while. And is a really good example of why, even though the enemies are going to keep getting stronger, our kit keeps expanding, and our ways and our means keep getting better. Because yes, I'll be honest with you, punching through Oblivion is not overpowered or excessively good in any way. In fact, it's probably one of the weaker ways to play Oblivion, for sure. And then I've particularly nerfed us with the fact that I refuse to use any armor. How far up are you gonna come, lady? Gonna steer us that way. Okay. What about this passage back here? We should also find a sneak trainer. Because although we can always train sneak ourselves... Ah, that's a load door. Although we can always train sneak ourselves, it would probably be best to get it up to at least 25 quickly. He's gonna see us no matter what, so... moved on. Well, well, well.
What's that?
Nothing. Don't worry about it. There is not a khajiit behind you
Hello? Who's there?
poisoning their daggers. Hee hee. You have an enchanted weapon. I am not a fan of that. No, sirree. And it's burden. Oh.
Now you will know pain.
Nothing particularly scary for us. If we were a Hirayama user, that would be, because it'd likely be forced to be over encumbered at that point. 2-on-1 is not going to work. You have to be smarter about this. We do have one more potion bottle left. One of those.
Let's get this over with.
What are they gonna do? They hang out? What is each? Okay. I was hoping with enough tippy taps I could make him drop the hammer, but it worked out for me.
This is the part where you fall down and bleed to death.
Apparently you're sinking. Oh, hello.
I'm just warming up, you pathetic worm.
It's not good.
Getting tired?
Yes, actually. How could you tell? How could you tell? All my chugging of potions and... Oh, not the dagger. Not the dagger. Also, in all my anxiety and nervousness, I've forgotten about my shield spell. Like a complete goober. Leaving half of my defense on the table. Where'd they go? Can y'all get up here? Yeah, you, come on. Up here.
Jump on my sword while you can.
You don't have a sword.
I'm just warming up, you pathetic worm.
Oh, I should have let him come further up. Yes, come on. Come here. No, don't try and jump back in the water. Follow me. That's it. Right. We have one of them alone. Now maybe I can tippy tap the hammer out of your hands.
Take that.
Spell got stuck again. It has taken me literally all day to kill these two. I can hear the crickets.
You'll never take me down.
More potions. See, the potions I make are not very good. They will be.
I'll hack you.
Doesn't help that we're using the worst possible alchemy gear either. Just absolutely refuse to drop that steel warhammer. Weak potion of healing, thank you very much. Now we can take care of Madam Enchanted Mace down here. Who has decided she can now leave the pond.
Die, damn you!
No, you. No, you die. Please. Eee. Oh my god.
I'm just warming up, you pathetic worm.
Yeah!
Okay, they are finally dead. I hope you enjoyed that little speed up. Where is that mace? Deus Ex Wolfina? Mace though. Surely I have a torch. That mace might actually sell for a fair amount. What with being enchanted and all. Ah, found it. Mace of Strain. 162. Yes, definitely the taking. Right, now we can continue. I keep seeing flashes of red, purple, and I think, yeah, it's either a crater effect from the torch, or it's a continuation with whatever's wrong with the spell effects. They stick around too long. We can finally investigate this cavern further. Yeah, I really need to make sure I'm not doing any 2-on-1 fights in the future. It is not something we can really do. At least not until we gain a sort of parity with this tier of enemies. As mentioned, on a new leveled list, which get harder bandits than we were before. Need more hand-to-hand and more. Keep that going, and more shield. I need to not forget to use shield. You know? immediately seen. Fine. Power attacking. Oh. Oh, damn it.
I've fought mud crabs more.
I think it's the power attack that actually disarms them. And here I was thinking it was the tippy taps that disarm them. Or it was a chance with any punch. Can you like drink a potion or something?
I'm just warming up, you pathetic.
You pathetic worm.
Big worm.
What am I stuck on? Stalactites. Stalagmites? Which one's which? I think it's might because tight hangs on tight. Right? That's how it works. That's the...
I've fought mud crabs more fearsome than you.
Oh, come on.
What's the matter? Getting tired?
Dang it! He's so much faster at me than me at picking those up. Oh. Ha 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 ha! Got it this time, jerk. I always seem to pick them up when you're basically dead. But, you know, we'll get better. I did. What are you hiding, bandits? An illusion. What are you hiding? Down in the pit. Either I'm blind or there's not. I'm gonna take the there's not approach. Please don't turn around, please don't turn around, please don't turn around, please don't turn around, please don't turn around. Great.
Guess it was nothing. Damn rats. Always skirting around in the shadows, making me jumpy.
Skirting around.
Showing your
Damn it.
face was the last mistake you'll ever make.
Well, at least you got poisoned. Mans has a dwarven mace. Heard you drop something. Ah. Eee. Need some more of that health.
Die, damn you!
Give me. Now you're in my world.
Pathetic.
I did not even know that was there. Wonderful. Wonderful. Ah. Just actually the best. Well, we got you, bandit ringleader. You leveled up? We did level up. Nice. So were you guarding any extras, or were you the extras? Yeah. Oh, no, he was. Oh, come on, that was spot on. No, apparently I just suck. There we go. Oof. Big oof. I'll get this. Finally. Hardest lock so far. What are they, mushrooms? You do. Didn't loot the pit. Have you got pit? Wheat? A covered pot? With onion? Oh, we're over encumbered! No! Steel Warhammer, get out of here. Right, so did this one come from that entrance? Probably. No. Yes? Yes. Bug. It's a bugged bug. You're meant to be crawling on the wall, instead you're crawling in space. That is an extremely high detailed cockroach. Right, back on with the recommendation. I should have probably slept, but I can always sleep back at the Mage's Guild. So apparently this guild doesn't have a bed I can sleep in. Which makes the whole leveling up thing annoying. Fine. Fine, we'll hand this quest in.
Good morning.
Good morning, Tigius.
What do you want?
Here's the book.
You found the book? My trust in you was well placed, it seems. Hand it over, if you please.
Here's the book.
Ah, yes, this is indeed the correct book. You've not been able to open it, I
That's
presume.
right.
Then all is well. You have shown yourself worthy of the guild, and for that I thank you. You shall have the recommendation you need.
Cheers, dude.
Now, I must ensure this book is kept safe. Excuse me.
Mm-hmm.
What?
Do I not get any reward?
She was unable to acquire the book, and that shall be enough for me. It would be beneath me to continue this.
Okay. Alright. I see how it is. Not only did I not get a ring, I got nothing at all.
Knowledge is the key to success in any endeavor.
Conjuration? Oh, well, I mean, that dagger would be better, but...
Can I interest you in
What
some
else
of
have you
my
got?
wares?
Conjuration type stuff. Yeah. Okay.
Farewell.
It's fine.
Hello.
What about
Yes?
you? What are you
Pay
training?
attention, and you can learn a
Alteration.
lot.
Now, that, on the other hand, is useful. Oh, it's going to cost us 320. And what is this? Oh, that's your money. Oh. Our money, his money, how much it'll cost. And yes, it makes sense that it's 320 to train at this level. We're quite up there at this point. But maybe not. What have you got?
What can I interest you in?
Also bound stuff. Nothing to do with alteration at all, in fact. Okay. Well,
You
weird. How about you?
I'm Contumeliorius Florius. I'm in charge of enchanted item recharge in the Mages Guild here in Coro. Get it? In charge? You too.
Oh, I'm good, thank you. You, can you sell me apprentice type
My name
equipment?
is Angalmo. Can I help you?
Yes, I want apprentice type equipment. What have you
Good
got?
that you want to get
Mysticism
better.
training. Which we're probably good for. We got nothing we rely on for
I have
mysticism
potions
yet.
and everything you
And
need
yes, he does
to
have
make your
apprentice
own.
stuff.
What will it be?
He has an apprentice stuff. Which is where we'll spend our money, I guess. Alright, with him done,
Take care.
we will move on to the next town, which is Bruma. Very cool. Now that we're in Bruma, we might actually be able to sleep.
What do you think
It's
about
you.
all of
Hi.
The Emperor and his 3 sons.
Bing bong. Oh, is this not the tier the Mages Guild is on?
See you.
No, it is not. There's something else we get to check out while we're here. I have been wondering about. Because they said that the remaster has all DLC. Now, I wasn't hit with a prompt when I started the game. But there is a possibility. Yes, I am going to loot everything. There is a possibility that Frostclaw Spire is in the game? And if it is... well, well, well. We might not have to faff around with all of this.
Afternoon.
My name is Selena Arania. I'm a Mages Guild journeyman.
Hi, Serena Arana.
Goodbye.
Full novice. Novice, yes. And they wouldn't trust me to take anything here,
Yes?
apparently.
Only quality goods for sale here.
Apprentice?
What can I interest you in?
No, no apprentice. Okay,
Bye.
fine. Yeah, they really don't want you taking stuff around here. At least not in that room. You're the Gian Fasoric. You're the one we actually want to talk to, but... we have to loot everything, right? Look at all this fatigue potion and stuff. Also just taking clothes now. To get rid of this nonsense that I've accidentally taken. Tongs, we don't need them. We don't need 8 torches, come on. Yarn. Felt shoes can go. Okay. Still looking for that bed. That elusive bed. A bed. You have ascended to level 8. The secret does seem to be the hard work, yes, but it's also kind of blind passion and inspiration. Strength, endurance, willpower. You know how it goes. And all these free ingredients. Your stained fingers attest to your diligence in mixing potions and learning their secrets. You are now a journeyman of alchemy. You now recognize an additional alchemical property and can sustain more simultaneous potion effects. Wow! See how easy this is to abuse? Mercantile mastery increased. Negotiation, bargaining, dickering, haggling. They're all a means to an end, getting the best price for your goods. You're now an apprentice of mercantile. The damaged condition of an item no longer affects a factor when you sell it. Merchants may also offer you better items.
Another satisfied customer.
Alright, with that absolute ridiculousness out of the way, we have 4,274 monies just from alchemy. I would like, if you have it, Styling Touch, you could. It's cheap and very good for novice illusion, just to get a couple more points out of somebody's disposition. Spell reflection. We do need to learn this, although I don't have enough magicka total. We'll get there once we start. So I figure once we hit 100 endurance, I'll start getting intelligence. But what I'm looking for, you can see this is destruction, is absorb health. Endurance, sorry. Because that does two things.
Another satisfied customer. You too.
It lowers their health by however many endurance points you absorb, but it also counts as a restoration spell instead of a destruction spell, so it's in our wheelhouse. And if you happen to drain their endurance when they're close to death, it's basically an execute, because it drains their maximum health below the threshold that they have in that current moment from being on low health. So they just die. But let's get on with the quest. Hi, Jean.
Why, hello there.
Jan
must be new.
Fasoric.
Oh, it's so nice to see new faces in the guild.
Oh, yes.
If you ever need anything, just let me know. I have friends in all sorts of high places, you know.
Oh.
So I can get things done that others can't.
Oh.
And if I can do anything for you,
That's worrying.
I'd be happy to. Someday, maybe you could return the favor.
Yes, someday. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. Recommendation,
A recommendation from me?
Yes, please.
Well, of course. Raminus would naturally want my opinion,
Yes, he
wouldn't
would.
This is a situation we can both benefit from, associate. You do me a small favor, and I'll happily send along a glowing recommendation.
Hell yeah.
If you can find Jaskar, I'll write the recommendation immediately.
Okay.
He's disappeared. I mean, he's really disappeared. No one here has seen him in days. Volinaro thinks maybe a spell backfired. If someone from the council were to stop by and find him gone, it'd look bad for me. I can't have that. Talk to the mages here and see what you can find out. If you can make Jaskar reappear, you'll have your recommendation.
Seems, Jan, you're
Please
more
come find me as soon as you've located Jaskar.
interested in politics than you are in actual magecraft, but that's fine.
It's you. Hi.
Hi. I don't need you, Volinaro. I happen to know just what Jaskar is up to. You upstairs, Mr. Jaskar? No. He's invisible. I won't bury the lead. He's invisible. He's turned himself invisible. As a prank. There he is.
Go away. You'll ruin everything. Go away. You'll ruin everything.
I want to ruin everything. That's... Alright. Hopefully that's enough. I can't actually remember how you progress this quest, but hopefully it's enough for me to actually...
Good afternoon. Any
try to
luck
talk to
finding
him.
Jaskar?
Yeah, he's invisible.
Once I can see Jaskar again, I'd be more than happy to write a recommendation for you.
Well, once I can see
Please come
him
find
again.
me as soon as
Alright.
you've located Jaskar.
Maybe you got like the
Well
Dispel
met.
spell. I'm sure Volinaru would
Can I interest
actually
you in some of my wares?
sell it to
Can
me.
I
or
interest you
give
in
it
some
to
of
me.
my wares?
But I'm being
Bye.
stubborn. Stubborn! Volinaru, where'd you go? Stubborn versus laziness, you know? Now I'm ready to talk to him. No, really, where did you go, Volinaru? There he is. Hey.
Volinaro, at your service. Need a spell? Need an item recharged? Need a witty practical joke played on someone? I can handle it all.
Oh. Yeah.
Oh, Jean has you looking for him, does she? I'm afraid you're not going to find him easily. I think, a spell backfired. That's probably
That's probably it.
Let's do business.
Enthralling presence. That's a weakness. Great to dispel other. Well, there it is, but I don't have the magic. Don't have anything else I care about, do you? No.
Oh, I'm afraid...
Why are you still...
I'm With all due respect, she's managed to butter up the right people just enough to keep her position. And there's little we can do about it. But we have our ways of coping with the situation.
Like... practical jokes.
Bye.
Meant to drive her mad. Is there a scroll I picked up? Did I pick up a scroll? Yeah, frost shell. Riverwalk, shopping burst, snowball, starlight, weakness to disease. No. I just got.
Go away.
Go away. And Jaskar, why do you have to be visible? Why can't I just tell her you are invisible? You're
Well
afraid to
met.
dispel other. If I report to Jan what Volinaro said.
Any luck finding...
No. In fact,
Please come find me as soon as you've located Jaskar. Well
I
met.
think I already checked you, but
Can I interest
check
you in
you
some
again?
of my wares?
uh-huh.
Look, I like you and all, but I really don't want to get in the middle of this. If Volanara and Jaskar want to have their fun, fine. I'm not going to participate, and I'm not saying another word about it. Take it up with them.
Okay. Well, since
Farewell.
I can't take it up with Jaskar because he just says go away, I will have to take it up with Volanara. You know what? We learned a spell for this. Or at least I think we did. Touch. Beguiling touch. There we go.
All right. I'm listening. It's my pleasure. Please continue.
Jaskar.
You want to find Jaskar? All right. I think I can help with that. But you have to agree to do something for me first.
Mm-hmm.
And whatever you do, you can't tell Jean about it. All right?
All right.
That's the spirit. You help me pull off a little prank, and I'll help you find Jaskar.
I've already found him, but go on.
Really? You're going to love this. I'll teach you a spell to unlock things. What you need to do is get into Jean's desk and bring me her manual of spellcraft, okay?
Okay.
Her room is upstairs. Make sure no one sees you. You do that for me, and I'll make sure you can find Jaskar.
Right.
Let me know when you're done with that little talk.
Final latch crack learned. I don't think we actually needed that because we already had very open, very easy lock. Deliver it to Volanara. Can I be a little brown noser?
Any luck finding just...
No. Fair enough.
Please come find me as soon as you've located Jaskar.
Volanaro.
Have you pulled that little prank yet?
I sure have.
You've got Jean's book, I see. All right then. I'll just take that from you. Meet me here in the living quarters, just after 10 p.m.
Yes, sir.
Ready to find Jaskar?
I am. I'm so ready to find Jaskar.
Just watch. You'll see.
Yeah, I knew. I already knew. You think that's...
Hello there. I hear you've been looking for me.
You told me
Please
to
don't
go
be
away
bad.
several times.
We were just having some fun. We just get tired of Jean lording her position over us when she barely knows anything about
I love
magic.
your earrings, dude.
Every now and then, we like to trick her. We figured it was time to move on to a new prank. This one was getting boring anyway. So, you can tell her you found me.
Okay. Thanks, Jaskar.
Be seeing you.
I'll do that.
Good day.
You're not Jan.
Take care.
Oh, Jan. Oh, Jan for Zorik.
Any luck finding Jaskar?
I sure did.
Found him, did you? Well, I suppose that's good. You'll have to forgive me. I seem to have misplaced something. Yes, well, let's never mind that.
No.
You've fulfilled your end of the bargain, though, so I'll fulfill mine. Romanus will have my recommendation.
Thumbs up.
And don't you forget about me once you've finished your training. I'm sure we can help each other out.
Yes, I'm sure we can. Says sarcastically, knowing what's coming.
Bye.
I shan't spoil it. Right, I think we'll hit up one more Mage's Guild. Go to Shaden Hall. Oh yes, no, that's right. I was gonna see if we could spot a certain tower. Aha, maybe. Can't remember where in the horizon this is, but it's around here somewhere. That's Cloud Ruler Temple. Oh, baby. Yeah, there it is. So, back in standard Oblivion, if you had the DLC, which everyone does if you have the gold version, that's Frostcraig's Spire, and the moment you left the sewers from starting the game, you'd be given a note that said, "You are the rightful owner of Frostcraig's Spire, come visit." And it's basically the most overpowered player home you could possibly imagine. So while we're doing all this for the Mages Guild to try and get access to spellcrafting and enchanting, considering that you get access to Frostcraig right out of the sewers in standard Oblivion, Frostcraig lets you have immediate access, as long as you have the money, to enchanting and spellcrafting. So just, you know, ridiculously OP, really. Considering all the footwork you have to do normally to get access to those things. But if we can abuse that here, I will gladly. Instead of, you know, running through the Mages Guild. Knoll Mountain. How do you even approach the tower properly? I don't know. Okay, here we are at Frostcraig Spire. I'm kind of thinking, because they didn't tell you about it immediately, we'd have some sort of guardian to fight, or... Frostcraig Spire. I've arrived at Frostcraig Spire. I should make my way inside this curious but extraordinary tower. Okay. Sure. Average lockpick. Wild. I have 7 attempts. Ooh, ah. I've discovered a dusty tome within Frostcraig Spire. I should read it to learn more about this unusual structure. After reading the dusty tome, I've learned that I can purchase everything I need to restore this place to its former glory from Orlinway. Orlinway at the Mystic Emporium in the Market District of the Imperial City. As I pen this, I gaze upon the walls of my home and remember the very long day its design came to fruition. Although it seems like yesterday, it was actually many years ago. I was an impetuous wizard. I wasn't simply satisfied living at the Arcane University. I spent years coming up with the design for my home, a place where I could practice my magic in peace and keep myself away from the prying eyes of my colleagues. I pored over tomes and dusty scrolls, scoured the bookshops of the land, and even delved into ancient ruins looking for inspiration. Finally, as I rested my weary body at the camp outside of Broomer and marveled in awe at the majesty of the Cyrodiil Mountains, I became inspired. Like a madman, I began to sketch exactly what I wanted my grand dwelling to look like. It wasn't long before I had completed my masterpiece, put down my quill, and took a step back to see what I had wrought. Frostcraig Spire was born. And now, as an age overwhelms me, and the glow is dying from my eyes, I wish to give the spire to you. The thought that my dream could one day crumble to ruin fills me with sadness. I know that you'll take care of your new home, and if need be, restore it to its former glory. Please heed my instructions carefully. There's much to tell, and the strength drains from my limbs. Frostcraw Spire contains many wonderful inventions. I've spent my whole life perfecting them, and I hope you'll put them to good use. My pride and joy is the Atronach altar. By bringing 3 salts from the very same creatures to this altar, you can summon an Atronach familiar to do your bidding. It will obey your simple commands and defend you in times of need. Should you tire of it, simply speak to it and dismiss it. These fine creatures have protected me in my travels and should be of great use to you. With permission from the Arcane University, I've had a spellmaking and enchanting altar placed in the tower as well. You have but to provide the mage tallow candles to power them, and they will serve you well. Working closely with my good friend Sindarian, the Master Alchemist of Skingrad, I've developed the Frostcrag Apparatus Table. This table is for discerning alchemists and should help even the most difficult brews become easier to create. I've also reseeded my alchemy conservatory with the best ingredients Cyrodiil has to offer, and some from beyond her borders. Finally, I've created portals to all of the mages' guilds in Cyrodiil. This should make it easier to travel to them in times of need. I've entrusted most of my belongings to Relenway at the Mystic Emporium in the Market District of the Imperial City. There you'll find everything you need to bring Frostcrag Spire back from the dead. You may require compensation for her time and care watching these special items, but I assure you it's well worth the coin. Please take care of Frostcrag Spire. She was once my home, and much of myself is infused within the stone and mortar. May your journeys be safe, and the roads you travel free of danger. So, here. I know that you'll take care of your new home, and if need be, restore it to its former glory. Please heed my instructions carefully. So, originally, the message you got from the sewer implied that this place was an inheritance. Oh, it's waking up. I think. Yes. Ooh. HD Frostcrag Spire. This is awesome. So this is the Atronach altar. And this portal to the Spire Vault. Spire Living Area. And when we go and talk to Relenway to get the candles, this is the altar of enchanting and spellmaking. Won't work without the mage tallow candles. And here's where we actually make the Atronach, which appears on one of the 3 dioceses. Oh, we leveled up. Let's go to the living area and have a snooze. Is the alchemy conservatory. All the alchemy we could ever want. You even have known root. Where are you? Seeking your roots. I've recovered a sprig of known root, a plant ingredient. This unusual must have value. Please, I should bring it to Please? Perhaps I should bring it to an alchemist and find out a little more about it. An alchemist can be found in almost every city in Cyrodiil. Known root. If you played Skyrim, you know about known root. If you played Oblivion, you know about known root. But this is where it all began, baby. Girl Mountains, Frostcrag Spire. So this is the teleporters to the different mage... Or is it? Never mind. Somewhere is like a... Can I see it from up here? There's a balcony with all the teleporters to the different mage guilds. Oh, is it this? Yes, indeed. Here it is. So you can see how overpowered this ridiculous house is. I have walked in here. I own all of this. The only thing that I don't have is access to the spell making and enchanting, which I merely need a lot of money for, right? If we go to the vault... There is nothing in the vault yet. Okay. Alright. I don't remember what happens in the vault. I'm a little confused because I seem to remember there being like a whole area for alchemy and stuff like that, and he mentioned it. Am I just stupid? I mean, obviously there's the conservatory with all the alchemy ingredients, but I remember actual alchemical table. So maybe we need to talk to Relenway for that. Welded funnel cap in the floor and garlic. So let's do that. Let's actually do that. That's how we'll wrap up this episode. Is with doing what we can for this place. Okay, here we are. Go to the Mystic Emporium. Right around the corner. And it's you?
What?
What? Rumors.
Those wanted posters of the Grey Fox are everywhere.
Oh, this is like faithful. So we go to
Look at my
bartering.
wares. I'm sure there's something to suit you.
Yep. Alt area. Alchemy lab. Bedroom area. Mage Tallow candle box. We can afford it. Haggle. He doesn't like us. So first of all...
What?
She likes jokes. Kind of likes boasting. She hates admiring. Okay.
Not
with
now. Not later. Not ever.
We will
I like
do a
that.
joke.
Oh, please. Really?
Okay, that was poor.
Interest?
That was a
What
poor showing.
Waste. I offer the finest
no battering.
goods and lowest.
No.
Make it quick.
Do this better. Oh boy.
I
Boast.
wish I could say that.
We will
That's
joke.
really funny.
We will boast. We will admire.
Talk such rot.
Go again. We'll admire.
Not now. Not
We'll
late.
boast,
Really?
we will
That's
joke.
great. How's it go again?
And then I have to...
You can't scare me.
Okay. I hate the layout. Here we go. This is a better one. We coerce.
Please. That's
Joke.
great. How's it go again?
We admire.
Don't
We boast.
Well done.
Yeah. Admire.
Don't waste your flattery on me. What
Boast.
a...
Joke.
Oh, that's great. That's really too much. Let's just talk.
Oof.
That's
Nope.
great. How's it go? Don't
Fire.
waste your flattery on me.
Boast.
What is that so? Oh, that's great. That's really... Not now. Really? You're wasting your
Perfect.
breath. Don't waste your Really? You can't. That's really funny.
We're doing it. We're doing it, team.
Is that
Worse,
so? Where'd you
joke,
get that?
admire,
Don't...
boast.
Wish I could say that. That's
Joke,
great.
admire,
Don't talk.
coerce,
You can't scare me.
boast.
Wish I could say that. That's
Joke.
really funny.
Oof. Bad.
Really? Don't try. Let's just talk.
Boast.
Remarkable.
Coerce.
Please. That's
Joke,
great.
admire.
Don't waste your flattery on me.
You see how this works? So we have maxed her out there, and
That
now
will
we
get
can
you
pay
for
her.
me? That will get you something.
So we have maxed out her disposition.
I see.
Even with bribing.
Can I interest you in some of my wares?
Now we can haggle. Down to 2,000. The savings. The savings. And she accepted it. Do we need both boxes? Does she need both boxes? I would like a bedroom, please. I do not have enough gold. I genuinely thought we had enough gold. I didn't even look. Well, I have these scrolls.
You drive a hard bargain.
Fine.
An excellent bargain.
And I even have my Tamika vintage. All you'll buy from me, huh? Oh boy.
A good price for a good customer. That's more than I'd usually pay.
We can definitely afford the bedroom now. But we will. That gives us a place to store stuff. Amazing, I know.
You too.
Huh. Well, that's strange. Frostclaw Spire isn't on the map? Ooh, we accidentally a Daedric Shrine. I mean, yeah, Namira's Shrine. We will get to these, don't you worry, but for now, just know that we have a Daedric Shrine. Oh, I see. It seems like Frostclaw Spire's discovery marker is a little off the beaten path. Which is why we didn't get it the first time. But where? Here. Okay. Cool. Great. In we go. But with an abundance of caution, we are going to choose the enchanting altar first, just in case the spell-making altar does not also get lit up. Yeah, okay, so we need to buy both. That's fine. We have our altar of enchanting, which is huge. It's a massive deal for us. We have no soul gems. That's fine. We can work on that. But we can now start getting our hood, our robes, our shoes, our ring, our wrist irons, and an amulet when we get hold of one. Living area. So we bought a bedroom. Oh. Literally just put the bed in this room. Okay. It is in fact a bedroom. But that's cool. Because now we can put our stuff away. For the first time we can put our stuff away. That's huge! We've done it! We have done it! We can start hoarding things now. It's a library of things. Sure. We'll keep keys on us. We don't need that. Oh, apparently we do need that. The Mages Guild charter away. Dude, just so much freedom. So much freedom to do stuff. The mace, put a goblin staff away. Wow. Some of the stuff actually needs to get sold, but we'll put it away for now just cause. Just because we can. Oh my god. We aren't wearing our wrist irons. Why aren't we wearing our wrist irons? Oh, because of the bound gloves. Yes. Anyway, folks, we are now the proud owners of the most OP house in Oblivion. It's here. Oblivion Remastered is that faithful. Thank you so much for joining me. And next episode, we will continue to tackle the Mages Guild, I guess? Because we're already on the path for doing that. Yeah. Okay. Anyway, see you soon.